Onuaku missed earlier this week in the white for the Ville, and the tip belongs to Team DRC, Gerard Devon. DRC, Dominique Rogers-Cromartie's squad. Catch and shoot for Armani Archibald, and the rebound to Beamer. Bryce Beamer has that game.
That's exactly what he does, and that's why he is on the floor, Aiden.
Montrezl Harrell gets the Ville started. How big is he tonight? And
letting him shoot that as opposed to him playing on the interior.
Harrell a little bit off. Johnson with the offensive rebound. David Johnson. Most recently playing for the Memphis Hustle. Believes he can get back to the NBA this upcoming year. Harrell, hammer time from Siva. Freedom's up. DRC needs time, and listen up.
Well, high pick and roll in transition. Peyton Siva with the great late find. Two defenders went to Siva. A little easy.
Assistant coach Luke Hancock about David Johnson. He's coming off a shoulder injury to his dominant arm. He missed about 5 to 6 months. The Ville didn't think he'd actually be able to play in TBT because...
That is great stuff, Kaylee, and it just shows how much respect this event has grown. This is not some pickup tournament. This is TBT, and Paul Harrison is a two-time champion in the basketball league, the TBL. Chuck Guy helps him out. He's on his team, the Potawatomi Fire, and Guy scores it. A little short this time. Onuaku with a football pass to Russ Smith. 11-9 here. Team DRC went on an 8-0 run. Harrell with the right hand. Montrezl Harrell has come out with a purpose tonight.
He went down. Francisco Garcia fouled him on a three with no time left on the clock. So Darius Washington, as David Johnson knocks down a huge three. He's so much more effective in and around the rim that if he wants to stay out there, I think that's advantage Louisville.
Johnson, that got blocked. Chris Jones got it. Shot clock at 6. Washington to Guy. Chuck Guy with 3. A silencer.
I think he's done a really good job getting these guys ready.
Chinanu Onuaku. Mayo to start the second quarter. The reserves for the Ville. Jones. Tap back in by Nick Mayo.
Nick Mayo with the tip in, Chris Dow with the steal and the break. Chris Jones has had a great tournament so far.
Dow, cash.
Badly, so to have him back tonight, his presence already being felt.
Chinanu, a former Israeli basketball Premier League MVP. Mayo, they're clicking on all cylinders.
To lay off guys that they don't think can shoot, and they're almost being dared into taking those shots, and so far it is working.
Chris Dow again. Oh! Sizzling.
With the basket, it's been a full team effort so far through her first quarter and a half.
Team DRC led 11-7 after an 8-0 run. Since then, a 22-4 run after that Washington bucket.
The unexpected. If we didn't learn anything from that game on Monday night down in Lexington when the Herd was down and went on a 14-0 run, these games are never over. And all of a sudden,
former Memphis Tiger playing for John Calipari. Dow with the spin. Chris Dow with his best showing of TBT thus far. To David Patrick, Kaylee Griffin with you to start the night of TBT on FS1. We'll go to Wichita after this for Matt Street alumni versus Team Colorado.
Done here over the last 5 days. Every game is extremely physical. These officials are letting them play, but they've been very consistent about it.
Montrezl Harrell told us, you got to win a bar fight.
And just absolutely dominated on the backboard, and Montrezl Harrell trying to go to work. Good move, good attempt, but Shane Bohannon doing what he did best during his...
Plays his pro ball in Hungary now. David Johnson. Johnson wants to get back to the NBA, and we're seeing it right now in this first half.
And that was just strength right there. You can tell he got in the lane, got bumped, but didn't let the contact bother and was able to finish.
Jones with a skip pass. Pope. It's Jeremiah Pope from downtown. You sure know how to do PR.
I feel like I was pretty even keel on the floor, but I could be wrong.
Russ Smith and 1.
You want to talk about passion? Stan Cromartie, the head coach of Team DRC at the time, but Russ Smith
Catch and shoot is good. Archibald picking it up, and Stan Cromartie ran across half court to get a TO call. 8 points in the first half, and this 2-3 zone, David, they might not be here, the Ville, without this 2-3 zone as Archibald connects.
No question. It was the difference in the game for him on Saturday versus United. It got him back in the game in the second half, and all of these guys are very familiar with it. They all played it, so certainly a familiar style. And see David Johnson picking up right where he left off and just continues to score at a high rate.
David Johnson, David Padgett, is helping his cause to get to that next level again, as that's a beautiful backdoor. They're within 6, and in this game you had a 22-2 run by the Ville. Onuaku from Harold.
That's just great half-court basketball right there. David Johnson got double teams coming off the ball screen.
Now a turnover. They were down by 13 in the first half. Shot guy to Beamer. They're back within 3. Can they beat the Giants, the Ville? Beautiful ball movement. Peyton Siva. That was art. Triple doubles in TBL. Shot clock at 7. Archibald again, and Armani Archibald looks like he's back in Louisiana Tech.
Well, the Ville very fortunate that they're scoring at a high rate right now, too, because they just cannot stop Team DRC right now. They have absolutely turned the page on what was a pretty abysmal first half offensively, and they are just on fire right now.
Smith. Russ Smith again. Monday night here from Freedom Hall. If DRC wins, as Nick Mayo finishes, DRC will go to Rupp Arena for a quarterfinal. The reason why the Ville would host. Archibald again. Oh! Put the oil in the pan! Big-time quarterback who rushed for 1,800 yards. Harold off the window and 1.
Recognizing getting the ball into the middle of the lane, and then it's just one-on-one there. Montrezl Harrell.
But he apologized, and he's answered the bell here tonight. Harrison taps it back in. Paul Harrison.
Ooh, and almost a steal there by Team DRC on the inbound pass. Very fortunate for the Ville.
Jones. Cash.
Through all 3 games so far.
David Johnson in and out. There's the offensive rebound. Walker to Johnson! Hammer time!
Again, the backcourt a huge key in this game, and this crowd has come back to life.
Devon with a silencer.
Listen to
Oh. Harold to Onuaku. It's a dunk party in the Ville.
And it's just too difficult to trap that far away. Montrezl Harrell is just too smart. He saw it coming a mile away, and Onuaku ran right to where he should have, right to the front of the rim.
Oh! Chuck Guy will go to the line for 4. Why not? B1. Peyton Siva. Peyton now on Pat Kelsey's staff. Louisville's head to the Bahamas. He'd be going back and forth from the Bahamas to TBT, but Paul Harrison answers.
And a huge answer from Paul Harrison. Peyton Siva gambling a little bit on that possession, trying to make this steal, which allowed Paul Harrison to get the wide open look. And each team just with an answer back to back.
David Johnson responds.
You score with under 4 minutes to go.
Harold does just that.
And just a little too soon, but that's okay because you'll take the basket now. That adapt. And interesting, Nick Mayo gets the start here in the Elam ending. Thought Montrezl Harrell and Shinano Onuaku had a pretty good 2-man game going.
Put some Mayo on it.
Nonetheless, the Ville only 3 points away.
Here is Washington. Devon puts it in, but now the Ville is 3 points away. A win, and they meet their rival La Familia Monday for some TBT history.